Brooke, Lisa, blondes versus brunettes. We're all here today. What is this all about?
It's all about raising money for the Alzheimer's Association and bringing awareness to the terrible disease that affects millions of Americans.
And you got a game this weekend.
Yes, we have a game Saturday at Rice Stadium at noon.
Okay, and it's a flag football game.
Yes, powder puff football game.
Now I need you to talk a little trash. Who's won the last 2 years?
Blondes have won the last 2 years.
What's up, brunettes?
We're gonna win this year.
Today we're having a little tug of war competition. Can we see a little bit of that? On your marks, get set, go. All right, don't hurt yourself. Save it for the show. Save it for the show. Teachers Appreciation Week. Now, you had some teachers that inspired you.
Oh gosh, yeah, lots of them. But one of them in particular is Mrs. Paula Wiesner. I was the only black kid in my class, and when we were reading To Kill a Mockingbird, somebody put a black doll in my chair in school, and Mrs. Wiesner would always defend me. She'd always say that I had the best essay and the whole bit, and it wasn't that I had the best essay, it's that she needed to build my confidence. So years later I did a show called Did I Ever Tell You Thanks, and I flew her in, and she said, the reason why I felt your pain when kids picked on you, she goes, you don't know this, but I'm half black. I was that kid.
What?
Yeah, it was very, very cool. Miss Paula Wiesner, loved it, John Marshall High School. And any teacher who spends time with my son, I love them.
Okay, Ashley.
Yes.
Today is Paranormal Day. Have you ever had an encounter with a spirit or a chupacabra or something like that?
My cousin, her mother died. And so she was like, you know, I see her all the time. I feel her spirit all the time. And so we're just watching TV right after she said the story. And so she was like, yeah, I miss my mom and da-da-da-da. And next thing you know, the lights went off.
What?
And then went back on. And we were like, and she was like, she's here.
Ralph, I have better things to do than talk about ghosts and spirits. I don't have time. I don't know.
My dad, by the way, happy birthday, Dad. Love ya. He was in our backyard the other night, and it was just him and my mom at home. And he looked in the back of our house and saw a man walk through our house.
What?
In our entire back of our house is windows, so he sees this guy walk from one end of our house to the other, and he was so sure of what he saw. He ran inside the house and checked it all out, checked all the bedrooms and stuff, and of course didn't find anything, but he swears he saw someone walk through the house.
Meh.
Meh? Meh's your answer?
Yeah.
Never seen a ghost or
I don't think I've seen a ghost before. But I don't know. Just
Did you have to take that bite right
I
then?
did. I was thinking bite.
Look, it's a ghost.
That's not a ghost, that's Frank.
Oh, Frank.
Frank.
Hey.
I think I was like 11 years old, and I was playing video games with some friends of mine, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I got up and I went in the bathroom. It was in my friend's house, and I opened the door and I was like, oh, excuse me, there was somebody in there, but there wasn't.
What?
And it's like, I didn't end up going. I was like, I'm not going in there, and I just went and I just sat in the corner for the rest of the night.
You didn't tell him?
No, I mean, I was embarrassed. I was like, I don't want to be like, oh, I just saw a ghost in your house. So I just
That's actually really scary.
I know. I hope they flushed. Still gives me I know, right? It still gives me the goosebumps.
I hope they flushed.
When I was much younger, I saw a guy in a white suit walking across my bedroom with a hat. This is back in the Caribbean. And I remember thinking nobody should be in the house but me.
Oh.
And when I saw him, I jumped out of the window. I did. And I went running outside.
And you lived to tell the tale.
Yes, I did.
A family member had passed away, and the discussion was cremation. The day before the cremation, my bed shook real hard. I said, honey, did you feel the bed shaking? And he said, no. A family member said, please don't let them cremate me. Called my name, and that's what woke me up, and shook the bed to wake me up. So I passed that information along, and my loved ones did not get cremated, and he was buried the way he wanted to be. I did wake up my sexy husband.
Why do you have to add that he's sexy?
Because he's my husband.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
Stand by your man.
Yes.
Just like Tammy Wynette.
Yes.